This guy, my favorite comedian, we roasted him on his birthday. If you go on YouTube, check out the roast of Jeff Stroop. Yeah, it's awesome. We did it at City Lights to the people who used to hang out there. He's one of our favorites in the world of Niagara comedy scene. From Welland, give it up everybody, Mr. Jeffrey Stroop!
Keep it going for David motherfucking Green! Let's hear it for everybody else that's been on the show so far. Doing awesome. So how you guys doing tonight? So as David said, yes, I am from Welland. Please do not hold that against me. I know it's a shithole, but gotta live somewhere, right? Right? Fuck! You're like, fuck, no, you don't have to live anywhere. Fuck, we just float through the world. Fuck! Who's gotta live anywhere? We live everywhere. But no, yeah, you gotta live somewhere. So I live in Welland, and it's not the most pleasant place to live in the world. There's not a lot of things to do in Welland. So I spend a lot of time in Niagara Falls. You guys go to Niagara Falls much? No?
Sometimes!
Sometimes! Thank you! I like this guy. Come on, high five, buddy. This guy, I'm going to talk to this guy because he's going to talk back. Only good talk back, though. But yeah, no, I spend a lot of time in Niagara Falls. They got a lot more fun things to do there. You guys heard of or been to that revolving restaurant? You've heard of the revolving restaurant in the Skyline Tower? I've never been to a revolving restaurant, but there's something I've always wondered about a revolving restaurant. If you get drunk in a revolving restaurant, does the room stop spinning? Maybe spin the other way, spin faster? Probably spin faster, I would imagine. And also, Niagara Falls, Marineland. Everybody loves Marineland, right? No? No? Fuck, no? Come on, their commercials specifically say everyone loves Marineland. So you're telling me that somebody in this room doesn't love Marineland. Okay, tomorrow we all go down to Marineland. We're gonna file a court case. We're suing fucking Marineland for being a bunch of fucking liars. You can't put shit like that in your commercial. Everybody loves Marineland if even one person doesn't love Marineland, because everybody does not love Marineland. Your commercial has to be everybody but Bob loves Marineland. Or everybody except for 6 guys in St. Catharines loves Marineland. But another thing about Marineland, I was there last summer. I've got an 8-year-old daughter, and we went to Marineland. And we were down, you know, underneath where the whales are and that. We were looking in the tanks, and on the glass window of the tank, there's a sign, and you can't make this kind of stuff up. It says, any leaks you may see in the tank are not a safety concern, as they will seal on their own. I don't know about you, but if I'm seeing a bunch of fucking huge-ass whales swimming around, and I see a leak, I'm not gonna go, you know what? They say these things will fix themselves. Holy shit, there's a whale on my head! I'm not gonna stick around and find out. Another thing, though, about Marineland, you know, years ago, when I was younger, they used to have these different commercials for Marineland. And they used to have this song, they used to call it, like nowadays they just call it Marineland. But years ago they were calling it Marineland and Game Farm. Now, they showed these commercials and they sang this song, Marineland and Game Farm. And for some reason I thought they were singing Marineland and Gay Farm. Now, you know, I'm not too sure what I was thinking they did on a gay farm. But maybe it was something like this. Guy in sequin overalls skipping up to the barn and saying, "Oh, Troy, you silly cowboy, how many times do I have to tell you you're not supposed to milk the bulls?" The Gay Farm, where their motto is, "We make our own ranch dressing." What else can I tell you? You guys Tim Hortons people? You like your Tim Hortons? Boo! Oh, yeah. Tim Hortons is getting booed and there's fucking, what, 50 in St. Catharines alone. Yeah. Fuck, we hate Tim Hortons. Fuck, burn them all down. You guys leave here and give me a double-double now. That guy reminded me me about you guys. But I love Tim Hortons. And, you know, my favorite time of the year is coming up. Next month, I believe it is. Roll Up the Rim. Best time of year. I love Roll Up the Rim. Although, you know, a couple years ago, they were giving away something, and I thought, if I win something other than a coffee, it's probably going to be this piece of crap. They were giving away GPS navigation systems. GPS navigation systems. You know, I thought to myself, a GPS navigation system? I'm married. I really don't need anything else that's going to tell me where to go. And then a while back, I was coming out of a Tim Hortons, and there was this sign at the end of the driveway, and it said, "Guess where Ronald goes for coffee?" Now, this brought two questions to my mind. You know, first of all, who the fuck is Ronald? And second of all, why should I care where this guy goes and gets his coffee? But it got me thinking even more of this Ronald they're talking about. Maybe it's Ronald McDonald. You know, he's probably looking for different places to hide out. I don't know if you guys remember, I think it was around 20 years ago, McDonald's got sued. This woman burned herself with their hot coffee, sued McDonald's, got all kinds of money. Well, a few years after that, McDonald's was getting sued again, and this time it was by parents of a teenager. And these parents were suing McDonald's because their teenager is overweight. I mean, is this really what our world is coming to? We can now sue fast food places for making us fat. You know what's going to happen? These pimply-faced kids behind the counter at McDonald's have to start acting like, well, like, say, like staff at a bar. Excuse me, sir. I think you've had enough to eat. I've had enough to eat. I've had enough to eat. I'll tell you when I've had enough to eat. A supersize of fucking fries! I mean, seriously. What's next? You're not going to be allowed to go into McDonald's and order anything unless you bring a fucking designated eater with you? So you guys TV watchers? You like the TV?
Yeah.
I like TV. My favorite thing about TV, I love commercials. I love commercials, although they are getting more and more perverted all the time. You know, a couple years ago, you know the Cadbury cream eggs? They had this new slogan. It was release the goo. Release the goo! I mean, sounds like something Mr. Burns would say to Smithers in a fucking gay porno. Smithers, release the goo. And then how about that song they're always singing in the Juicy Fruit ads? Come on, you know the one I'm talking about. Take a sniff. Pull it out. The taste is gonna move you when you pop it in your mouth. Sounds like fucking stage directions for a porno film. Probably starring some guy named Big Red in a threesome with the Doublemint twins. And there was another commercial that used to bother me. The slogan, remember, Big Red, they had their slogan used to be, longer with Big Red. Longer with Big Red sounds like one of those fucking contraptions you can buy in the back of a porno magazine. Add 3 inches in 6 weeks or your money back. Fucking things don't work. Hey, it's not what you're thinking. I got one last year for my dad for Christmas. Oh, the family's all fucked up now. Nobody's talking to anybody anymore. And then, I think it was about 12 or so years ago, Mars Bars had a new slogan. Get off on Mars. Hey, get off on Mars. I thought it sounded like a great idea, so I went out and I bought one. Things were going good until the damn thing started to melt. Broke off inside my girlfriend. But that's almost my time, guys. But before I go, I'd like to tell you a story. Like I said, I'm from Welland, but I grew up in the country, and you know, you notice things about growing up in the country and then living in the city. You know, some employment is different growing up in the country than it is in the city. You guys got McDonald's, you got the mall. Not in the country. I had 2 choices. I either cut turkeys or I cut chickens. And the thing is, people say, which one was better, chicken catching or turkey catching? By far, turkeys were much easier. They're heavier, but they're much easier. Turkeys are quitters. You get the turkey, you catch them, you got them by the legs, you pick them up, they go limp. They're like, you know what? I tried. I did my best. You're the better man. See you at dinner. Chickens, on the other hand. Chickens are way, way different. Chickens are fucking bastards. Believe it or not, I'll let you know a little secret. Chickens do not want to get caught. No, it's true. They don't want to get caught and become your dinner. They will claw you, they will peck you, they'll shit in your mouth if they get a chance to. They want to get away from you. And the thing is, once you do finally drag them to the truck, you put them on the truck's driving away, it's not over. And this chicken sticking his head out of the side of the truck, it's like, hey! Hey, I say! When I get out of this place, you're dead, motherfucker! Your family, dead! The guy that lives next to you, dead! David Green, dead! Everybody here, dead! And that's not it. Like I said, one time I saw this chicken, he's sharpening his claws on the side of the cage. It's like, hey! Hey, Hans! I gonna cut you! I gonna cut you bad! And another one I seen coming out of the crowd of chickens. He's got one of those masks on, like one of those Mexican wrestlers. It's like, hey! It's me! El Pollo Loco! You gonna choke on my chicken nuggets, I have no idea why these chickens are sounding Mexican in my head. Perhaps it was too many years of catching chickens and inhaling that stuff. But you think the Mexican chickens are bad. You know what? Worse is the Jamaican chickens. I had this Jamaican chicken the one time. He's like, hey man! You be staying away from me ganja, man! I'm like, whoa, 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 buddy, back off. Nobody ordered the jerk chicken. Anyway,